Howdy, howdy. We got another moose in chat. Simple Moose. Hello, I'm here to listen to Maple ramble for 3 hours before she starts playing the game and then leave. That is how it tends to go, isn't it? Someone save me from work. Yeah, I have to work more after my stream, which sucks because I usually am supposed to get off early on Fridays, but there's a bunch of fires I was trying to put out, and I managed to get them into like a pretty good place for the most part before streaming, but I just need to like wrap up a couple of loose ends so I can fully enjoy my weekend. It was it was a bunch of things kind of all hitting at the same time, but it was like a bunch of stuff that it wasn't my fault. Like basically other people hadn't done their job, but then I had to come in and basically I had to play like the fix-it man. And so I did. But one of like the real panicky moments, I was actually like already on a Zoom call with a client, and so I had to like look professional and keep a professional facade. And my work mom, my beloved work mom, who always sends me pictures of her doing like random bathroom renovation projects with a glass of wine in the background. She sent me, she knew that I was like going through it, and she didn't know that I was in a client meeting, and she sent me this insane photo of like a Truly, you know the Trulies, the hard seltzer. She sent me a picture of a van that was like a Truly branded van. It had like a full like advertising wrap of Trulies, except that she had like photoshopped herself like smiling with her arms crossed like in between some of the Trulies. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I'll censor out her face and show you guys later because it's an extremely solid photo, but I had to like hold it together while I was like trying to face this client because I was like, they're gonna know I'm looking at this insane photo of a Truly van with one of my favorite coworkers just photoshopped all over it. It was a day. It's still a day. I had like 2 or 3 different people separately call me to be like, you're not gonna quit, are you? So that's what kind of day it's been. One of my like best, I always say like work friend, but we're really like real friends. We just met at work, but my friend whose wedding I officiated, we actually had her going away party yesterday, and so there was like a slideshow that was basically like good times. Well, it was a double going away party because my friend whose wedding I officiated, her last day was today, but Pizza Queen is actually leaving as well, who's I'm also really close with, and so but she's leaving. Her last day isn't until next Friday, but they decided to have like a double going away party so that not the queen. They decided to have a double going away party. So we wouldn't have one like 2 weeks in a row. Why do all the homies have to leave? Because they're smarter than me. But yeah, so we had a going away party, and we had like a slideshow, like one of those like memories like type of slideshows where you go through all the photos and think of all of the good times together and reflect on everything. And like, but every single photo that people had of like either of them doing anything or them doing stuff together, I'm like right there. So like any photo of the two of them, I'm like between them with my arms around each of them. And so they're like going through the slideshow, and then about halfway through, like everyone got really quiet, and someone was like, "Wait, is Maple leaving too?" And the guy who put the slideshow together was like, "No, I just legitimately couldn't find any photos of them that didn't include Maple." They had a whole slide about how like one of the things we're gonna miss the most is like how like how they like kept me in line or whatever. I was like, I'm such a big part of this going away slideshow. It's so traumatic for everyone who's afraid that I'm gonna leave. And people kept bringing it up like the whole rest of the day, and then today people kept being like, "Yeah, it really bothered me how much you were in that going away slideshow. I really hope that wasn't prophetic." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know." I'm not giving a clear answer one way or the other. Keep them on their toes. But yeah, I'm sad because they're like they're my besties, but it's okay. We have one of the guys who used to work at our company, but he quit like a year ago, I think. He's a really like talented artist, and so he likes drawing. He draws up in a bunch of different styles, but he really likes doing like caricatures. And so he actually, whenever somebody left the company while he was at the company, he would draw a caricature of them. But because because he wasn't there anymore, like we basically commissioned him to make a caricature for my two friends. And it was funny because the Pizza Queens is her at SummerSlam just decimating a man from the top rope. Because she's a huge wrestling fan. I was just like, holy shit, what a picture. She was like the reason I got into wrestling. Because when we first met each other, she kept telling me, she was like, "You seem like you really like wrestling." And I was like, "Yeah, I guess." I was like, "I've never really like tried it. I've never like watched it or given it a chance." And we actually went to the local, not local. It was a local arena, but it was WWE. It was SmackDown. So we went to a SmackDown Live, and we somehow wound up finessing our way into ringside seats. And it was like the side of the ring that the camera points at, and the cameraman like came up to us a bunch, not like I had no idea what I was watching. I just knew that I was having a fantastic time. But like Pizza Queen knew all of like the dances and all of the chants and like what like hand signs to throw up when certain wrestlers come out. Like she's an OG, and so she was like getting really into it. And she was like every time a wrestler would come out, she would just like break out into like exactly what like you're supposed to do. And so the camera loved her because she's like right there in the front row just going ham, like leaning over the side. And we watched it back because we had, I forgot what service it was on. One of us had a service where we could like watch it without commercials later, and so we pulled it up, and we're like on USA Network like multiple times. I was like, it's a good thing like we're not in witness protection or something, because we were like the stars of SmackDown Live. Maple, don't dox. You don't know where I went. You don't know who it was. You don't know what date it was. There's a million people in the front row. It's not a big deal. And I was only on it for like a fraction of a second. It was mostly Pizza Queen just losing her mind. You just see me like looking at her and laughing hysterically at one point, but it's the Pizza Queen show. The one with the pizza, obviously. No, I think all we had was beer. I think we were like, everything here is too expensive, so we have to decide between food and beer, and we made a game time decision. But yeah, that was like my first wrestling experience was a front row at SmackDown. So that obviously got me really into it because it was a lot of fun. And then me and her would like we would send each other like Snapchat videos while we would watch SmackDown and Raw. Each week we would like use the weird filter where your eyes and mouth are really big and you have no nose, and we would be like, I can't believe Bray Wyatt did this, because it makes your voice really high. Or it'd be like, Shinsuke, my beloved. And TikTok filters, okay, but they're incredible. They're incredible when it's like two dumb bitches yelling about wrestling. And so we would basically just do that like twice a week, every week, for a really long time. And then we went to a bunch more shows together. We went to Raw a couple times. We went to a few untelevised ones. If we happen to be like traveling for work and we were in an area where there was going to be a WWE show, we would jump in and just like get tickets and go. So we've been to a bunch. Two dumb bitches sounds like the next hit podcast. But yeah, it was so that like wrestling was like kind of how we bonded a lot, and so when I saw that her caricature was wrestling, I was like, ah! I was like, that's our thing. But we'll still all like be friends. We all talk all the time and about like non-work stuff. And between me constantly bothering Pizza Queen about wrestling stuff, and then my other friend's husband always wanting me to come over so that I can round out the Commander game, I'm sure we'll be fine. Hi, there was soda in your cereal? Do you mean soda? I mean, I don't know what... Soap! That's even worse! Wrestling moves? I only wrestled the one time. I went to wrestling camp. That was after she got me into wrestling. I went to wrestling camp, and it was really fun. It was really fun, but like there weren't a lot of girls there, and so they had to pair me up with like this huge dude to try out some of the moves, and they were like, this is a strange pairing. And then when I would try to like bounce off the ropes, I would always almost concuss myself because I'm like too short for the top rope to hit like my shoulders. So it would just like smack me in the back of the head, and they were like, you're gonna have to just like leap into the air when you want to bounce off of the rope. You have to get air on this bad boy. And that dude, Dean Ambrose, I wish. I fucking wish. Renee, I'm coming for you. I have a signed picture of Dean. I guess he's John Moxley now, but I have a signed picture of Dean, and when he was like on hiatus for a long time. What are you mapling me about? When he was on hiatus for a long time, I sent Pizza Queen a video of me like lovingly stroking my signed picture of him while I was blasting Baby Come Back in the background. Anyway. normal moose things. Baby, come back. Are you okay, Maple? Yeah, I'm fine. I just got really into wrestling for a period of time. I mean, I still like wrestling. I just got like really into it, you know? I have a bunch of Christmas sweaters that are wrestling themed. A lot of my PJs are wrestling themed. Yeah, see, it's normal for wrestling fans. It's not weird. Where'd I put my beans? Hold on, I think I've misplaced my beans. Oh, they're there. There we go. Gonna eat my beans during the game. I hate the beans. Let's see. I didn't know that wrestling, D&D, and Lord of the Rings, the Holy Trinity. I wish that I could play a D&D game where all of the characters are Lord of the Rings characters, but they have to fight against wrestlers. Oh, these are some beans. Actually, these beans are way wetter than I was expecting them to be. I mean, that means they're good, but this may be a post-stream snack. Just based on how much liquid is in these beans. I got you next session idea. This moose eating beans. Not reenacting Lord of the Rings in wrestling form. I mean, I think there's a difference between D&D and LARPing. I know that there are some people who would fight me on this. Yeah, I'm gonna eat my beans afterwards. They're too hard, they're too wet. Got those good smooshy beans. Yeah, let's play Adios. So I can see that there's pigs. It appears to be a farm. Do you guys know about pigs? Gandalf comes in with the Shining Wizard. You guys know about pigs? Pigs do exist? Yeah, no, I mean, like, they're a really good, like, body disposal. They're a really good body disposal method because they're omnivores. Like, they'll eat you. And they eat anything? Yeah. Maple, for goodness sake, it's noon! I mean, I feel... Listen, Zuni just said funny you should say that, so I have a feeling it's gonna be relevant. Jeff, this is a bit, by the way. It's not a bit, this is real. Like, pigs eat, like, anything. I think, like, they'll even eat, like, your clothes. If they're, like, disposing of a body. But they're omnivores, so they'll eat vegetables and corn and stuff like that, but they'll also eat meat if that's what they're left with. They're like, I'm cool with it, and they eat meat. And they, I think the only thing that they can't eat is shoes? Are we talking about pigs? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they'll eat the bones too, correct. Yeah, they're like really good body disposal methods. But they, my uni teacher told me wants to feed people to pigs. Yeah, see, exactly! Like, this is like common knowledge. Like, if you throw a fully clothed body into a pit, they'll eat like all of it except I think the shoes, because I don't know if they can like digest rubber. And so you'll basically just have to figure out what to do with the shoes afterwards. Why are all women like this? Pigs can't eat us if we eat them first. Is that why everyone's so obsessed with bacon? Is it a stance up? Like, if I eat this bitch, he won't get me. Red flag the stream. Most things can't eat rubber, Maple. I mean, most things can't eat bones either. That tends to be a problem, but pigs can. Take the shoes and add them to your collection. They eat the shoes. It won't be good for them. It won't digest, but they will try. What if you eat a pig that ate a human? Anyway, let's start the game. I don't know what the settings are. That's fine. Oh, I need those subtitles. I can't hear without my subtitles. Tend to feed my pigs boneless humans. I want humans, and I want them boneless. Oh, sitting on my porch. I have a journal. Wait, I want to know who this guy is though. Got someone rolling up. Tell him I'm done. Fun of the human eating pigs, everyone. Bye 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 bye, Kuruko. I'll move. The confession.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
This.
What, mornings?
No. All of this.
You mean the deal?
Afraid so.
What do you mean? You need better pay, different hours?
Game up a click? Okay, sorry.
Like that. Just, you know, done with this.
Uh-huh. Okay. You wanna...
You wanna... No or yeah, sure?
Yeah, sure.
Here you go. So, you're done, huh?
Yep.
You do understand what that means, right?
Does it have to mean anything?
Doesn't work like that.
Oh.
You know that.
I must be getting forgetful in my old age.
Uh-huh.
Eating the pigs.
Nothing I can do to change your mind.
I'm afraid not.
Well, let's go get some coffee. Talk things over.
I was gonna say, this sounds like
Come on.
DC Douglas. Oh! People act like they haven't seen Hannibal.
Smells delicious as always.
Ah, Sadie was the real cook.
Hey, don't sell yourself short. Not much that's better than your home-cooked eggs.
Hope you don't mind. I left out the bell peppers this time.
Can't stand them.
No jalapenos.
Me neither.
Not to change the subject, but how long we been doing this for, you think?
15 years, just about.
Ah. Summer of 78. Why'd we meet? What was it?
Bill was sick.
And you couldn't afford a doctor.
No, we could not.
So you needed my help.
You or God's.
Well, here's what I remember. I had a problem that night, and Jimmy was trying to help me solve that problem when who should come in through that door but you?
Jimmy was always bragging about connections back home.
Salt.
I thought he could help.
Jimmy knew we could help each other, so he called up Tony. We agreed, made a deal. We all agreed. Ugh. Anyone ever tell you you're no good at making coffee?
I'm great.
Sadie did. All the time.
Thought you'd have got it better by now.
Well, Sadie made the coffee. I made the bacon.
It's good bacon. You know, when I was a kid, I thought pigs were all pink with curly tails.
Yorkshires are. Mine are red wattle, American breed. Not a lot of them out there, you know.
That's so.
Red wine.
Always thought it'd be nice, you know, to raise pigs that was different. I had some Yorkies way back. Must have been, I don't know, before the service.
Long time ago.
I'm an old man.
You and me both. So why the Waddles? Funny name.
Like I said, American breed. Nearly went extinct. Thought I'd do my part to keep them alive. And that tastes good.
You aren't wrong. You know, the other day, I was reading the paper.
Look at you, an intellectual.
Maybe. Anyways, I read that pigs were as smart as us. You believe that?
You going somewhere with it? I suppose so.
I suppose so.
How smart do you reckon?
Smarter than people. Smarter than a dog. Smart as us.
Smart as you or me.
Really? That smart?
We ain't that smart.
Do you think the pigs know?
Know what?
That they're food.
Oh, pigs don't think like that.
How do you know?
'Cause I know pigs. Pigs ain't like us. Well, sure, they're smart. They eat, they sleep, but they do not plan. They don't think about the future.
And I suppose you do?
Every man does.
I think I'm just about finished up here. What do you say I accompany you today?
What, help out with the farm chores? Shovel manure, milk goats, stuff like that?
Sure. Always wanted to know how to milk goats.
As long as you're okay with shoveling manure first. What about your sidekick?
Protege. When I retire, he'll be the man you'll be dealing with. Good guy. Smart. Discreet. Ambitious.
Like you, I guess. But, listen. I told you already. I'm quitting.
We'll see.
You gonna try and convince me not to quit? I feel like if I quit, they gotta kill me. I feel like that's how that works. Hello. Hello. Bonjour. When do pigs get into the blanket? I used to love pigs in a blanket, especially if you get the bread around it real crispy. Look at the crunchity bread. Is that how your real job works too, Maple? No comment. Approaching scene. Oh, so these are like different things I can do. Oh, there's some over there too. Bonjour. Yeah, a lot of pig lore already. I'm glad that I prefaced the stream with a little pig lore of my
I've
own.
always wondered what was in this shack.
Have you now?
Figured it was just some old shack at first, but every time I asked what was in there, you haven't been forthcoming.
I have not, no.
Tried to take a look in the window once.
Did you now?
Did you name? Yeah, I got those real prepper hours on these windows. Yes, sirree. Pull the cord, don't pull the cord? What?
Got a light?
Ta-da! Beautiful, right?
Pop machines. Here I figured you had a deep, dark secret.
We have a deep, dark secret. This here is one of my hobbies.
What, collecting them?
Rude bear!
Sure, I collect them, I guess, but that's not really the point.
Is there a point to any hobby?
It depends. What I meant was that it's no fun to just collect them. I fix them up. That's where the real fun is.
Makes sense.
You got any hobbies?
You got any hobbies yourself?
Me?
Well, who else am I talking to?
I mean, who doesn't have hobbies?
Well, what's yours?
Reading, I guess?
Reading isn't a hobby.
Yeah, of course it's a
Listen!
hobby. What do you think libraries are for?
Yeah,
Everyone
bitch.
reads. Heck, I read the paper every day, but reading isn't a part of your personality. It's
just a thing people say they do when they don't have any other hobbies.
You really believe that?
I hope he
I knew
kills
someone
me.
who read every single day. She said she loved the smell of books, the texture of the pages on her fingers. She even bound books. Her hobby wasn't reading, it was books.
You put too much thought into this.
Well, a hobby is something you do because you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
If it's something you're not wholly in love with, then you're still trying to figure out what your hobby is.
Yeah.
So, you got a problem with my passion?
I do.
Oh, no, you said I guess. No one says I guess when they love something.
Yeah.
Love a requirement for a hobby?
Yes.
Absolutely. Love's a requirement for many things.
And so you love fixing soda machines?
Mm-hmm. That is correct.
Why?
It relaxes me.
I don't know, soda machines. It's an unusual thing for a man to want to fix. Don't people get paid to fix them?
It is unusual, but when the missus and I would get into fights or when things was bad or I was anxious, well, I don't know. You know, Sadie's sister, once she passed, told me that it was all right to cry, that it wasn't weakness, that it was okay. And I remember sitting there in that empty living room with everyone murmuring and telling me how sorry they were, and I didn't feel like I needed to cry.
Didn't you miss her?
Of course I did. Still do, but I don't know. Not everybody needs to cry. I don't need to cry. I don't get in that way, you know? Weakness? No. I don't know what she was talking about, weakness. Crying never felt weak to me. That's just not how I am.
I can't remember the last time I cried. Maybe that movie about the boy and his dogs.
Oh, I'll always cry over that one. Dogs are good. Innocent.
That's true.
Yeah, when a dog dies, that always moves me to tears.
Yeah.
But Josie insisted. Then she kept insisting. Then, I don't know, I think she got offended I wouldn't cry, as if she loved Sadie more than me. And she made me feel like I was something wrong. Of course, that wasn't true. There wasn't nothing wrong with me. I just didn't, I wasn't like that. It wasn't what I needed. It wasn't how I needed to grieve. This is how I grieve, this right here. When I got a problem, I fix it. And when I fix it, I fix a little part of me. And I don't know how or why, but it's healing. It's a healing thing, and that's why a man's got to have a hobby.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. I figured, you know. I figured if someone's got to know, this is my quiet little hobby. A thing I do to help me work out my worries.
well, yeah. Looks like you fixed this one up real nice.
I'm proud of it. Proud of all of them. But I'm proud of this one most.
Thank you for taking the time to show me.
There's another reason I wanted to show this to you.
What's that?
If you want it, it's yours.
What am I gonna do with a pop machine?
Well, grab yourself a nice, refreshing drink of soda every so often, you big dummy.
Wait, I couldn't possibly.
Please. A little memento of our time together.
Oh, come on, Memento. Let's keep this train rolling. We can work something out.
You come on back by, pick up the soda machine. Take it home with you. Or don't. If you really got no use for it, I won't be offended.
I'll think it over. What's next?
Oh dear. Tell him I'm done. Move the manure. Milk the goats. Feed the horses. Throw horseshoes. Oh! And check the shed. Oh, I jumped right to the end. Look at this root beer. Unbearably good root beer. Yeah, sorry, no tits is on today. They released an update and I updated it and the update is driving me insane. So I'm gonna wait for a fix because it was not cooperating with me earlier. Did you get any of the soda? No. So we got Slurpo. Is that like Glup Shitto, the Star Wars character? Root Bear, Tap, Slam Cola, Limo, and Dr. Thud. Dr. I want root beer. Can I crack it open? Can I drink it? Oh, I can jump. No! Oh, 500 calories in this thing. Good grief. One second, I need some light. Here we go. Calories 500. 500 freaking calories. Seeing 120%, is that added sugars? I believe it is. This is not healthy for you. Come on, let's drink it. Oh no! It's gone forever. Wait. No. Come back. Oh, it's over here. Yosh. I can. There's. Ah! Fuck! There. Can I use these to open the can? I think he's gonna stab you now. Oh god. I hope not. Yeah, what if this is all like... He's kind of looming. I didn't consider it, but... What if he does just kill me randomly? This looks like a silencer. Or like a homemade one. What if he does just take me out without any warning? Dr. Thud. What's the... Show me. Oh, stuff's coming out. Another 500. Are they all 500 calories? I don't know. I don't know who's making these drinks, but this is ridiculous. 500 calories. Hola. Oh, more root beer. This looks like a... Maybe this is like the modern version, and this is the classic. Oh, I like the little bear on the label. What's this? Oh, that's Slam Cola. Can I futz with this at all? No, I don't think I can. Sounds like he wants you to stay. I know, but I keep telling him no. What if eventually he grows weary of my antics? And just like strangles me with like this thing. That would be really scary. That would be a... This... Oh, God. Is this like a jump scare game waiting to happen? Got some propane. Got a bunch, so I feel like I gotta do the manure stuff. Oh, horseshoes! Yosh. Oh. How do I... Oh, there's a gate. What's that? Oh! Be surprised or insulted by the number of dead bodies in the soda machine. That's a tool, Maple. Yeah, a tool that opens soda cans. Horseshoes! The horseshoes.
Why horseshoes?
Why not?
Well, why not horseshoe?
Doesn't it feel stereotypical?
You
Look around
feel
you.
stereotypical.
My nearest neighbor lives, half a mile down the road. It ain't the city. We don't have nightclubs and pool halls to go hang out at.
Pool halls? What is this, 1890? This is 1992, friend. We got shopping malls for
Oh, it's
teenagers,
1992.
restaurants, clubs, whatever. But pool halls? I don't even know if they had those when I was a kid.
Uh-huh. Well, time doesn't pass out here as quickly, I suppose.
True.
No need for all that, stimulation.
Ah, so you play horseshoes.
Mm-hmm. Or read a good book. Mm-hmm. Develop photos you took for yourself. Mm-hmm. Go fly fishing.
Mm-hmm. It sounds idyllic. Quaint,
You're
but
quaint.
idyllic. And you just want to give up this home-cooked paradise?
It's lonely too. I'm just so tired. Because it's wrong. It's wrong. Oh, I can't say them. That's why they're kind of grayed out.
That's lonely too.
We could get you a nice place in the city.
Never was one for crowds.
Thought you said you were lonely.
I'd be just as lonely in a crowd. Sadie, nobody else could really see me, understand what I was.
How do you figure?
Fuck.
What?
After Saigon, when I got back, all these people were hugging their loved ones or protesting or whatever, and I don't know. I never felt more alone in all my life. I was home. I should have been happy, and I wasn't.
Well, it wasn't a popular war. You lost friends too, right?
Yeah, but when I got home, it was dark, and there was Sadie.
Damn it.
Waiting for me. Porch light like a halo around her head. And I knew I wasn't alone anymore.
So you came back to your high school sweetheart.
I thought he'd have married her by then. I didn't think she'd wait for me.
Why not? You're a handsome guy. I bet all sorts wanted you, especially back then. Women love a man in uniform.
You see that house on the hill?
What, the burned out one? I always wondered what happened there.
Oh, yeah?
Gary Gordon, of the Gordon family. Went to high school with us. But, well, most of us were farm folk. Sadie, her dad, was the county judge, so for us that's pretty high society. The Gordons owned a lot of land, and all that passed to Gary after his ma died. In high school, he'd been our quarterback after his pa paid off the school, but he wasn't a bad athlete.
Good-looking guy?
Oh, a real James Dean. And he had eyes for Sadie. The poor farm boy who couldn't play on the team versus the star quarterback. Shit, what kind of contest was that?
Hey, who wouldn't want all this?
Man, yet when I came home, there she was.
Where was Gary? He surfed too?
Gary was too rich to surf. Star quarterback had some health exemption. Didn't get drafted.
Uh-huh. So then, where was he?
Running his dad's business. Trying to win her heart. Didn't work. Well, she invited him to the wedding. I didn't want him there, but, well, you know Sadie.
Uh-huh.
Well, the Gordons own most of the property around here, including the 200 acres surrounding that hill.
Right.
And he built a house.
A house? Wait, that house?
The very same.
Looks like it was a mansion.
It was.
Why'd he build it?
I don't know. To remind her what she'd given up, maybe?
So, what
a
happened to
flex.
the wealthy Gary Gordon in his mansion?
Well, he built it one year. Must have been 1966 or so, and he went inside and he just disappeared. Then one night, about a year later, there was a storm and boom, no more Gary Gordon.
No more Gary Gordon. Huh.
Maybe he was lonely too.
Maybe. Yeah. All right, you win. What next?
Is Gary Gordon in the pigs? What's that? That looks like my car. Move the manure. Milk the goats. Feed the horse. We got 2 over there. I'm assuming the goats and the horse are near each other. Oh, no, there's the horse. Then what's this? Was that anything? It just disappeared? Am I making stuff up? Wait, does he have... He's got a... This is like one of those tornado bunkers in Twister. Did you guys see Twister? I watched Twister at a birthday sleepover when I was 8. And I cried so hard after the first scene that the girl's mom took me into the kitchen and let me sit there drinking milk in silence for like 2 hours. Which is funny because, like, I watched a lot of really violent action movies. I think it was like the fact that it was like it was a natural occurrence. Like it wasn't like it was the power of nature, and I was so sad that her dad got like sucked out of the door. It was too much for me. I was like, ugh. I was like, why can't we watch Space Jam like everyone else? What is this? Is this a tambourine? Tambourine with some lemon ice cream. Oh, like. Maybe I should wait until it's like, you can go here and do things. Nice car, though. A classic. Oh, I like the beer bottle next to it. He was like, adios. Yeah, like that's, I actually I'm really afraid of lightning, actually, and thunder. I didn't used to be. When I was a kid, I was really brave, and I was kind of one of those like, oh, it's really fun to sit at the window and watch the lightning and hear the thunder. I love storms. Who's buried out here? Do I want to know who's buried out here? We'll find out, I suppose. But I was really brave and it didn't bother me, but Mama Moose is really afraid of thunder and lightning. She has will scream and like turn off all the electronics and sit in the center of the room and like start reciting like the Hail Mary. Like that's her level of fear with a really strong thunder and lightning storms. And so even though it didn't bother me, just like her huge reaction to every single storm eventually
What's the
like
wheelbarrow for?
Hauling.
Hauling what?
hope. Yeah, eventually her like overreactions like conditioned me into being afraid of thunder and lightning. Now I'm like, ah.
Shit.
Ah, and what are we supposed to do with this crap?
We are going to fertilize. Well, not now, it's October, but we're going to put it in a nice big pile where it belongs.
We?
Well, you did say you wanted to help.
That's true.
Yeah, guess I did.
So help. Pick up that shovel over there. We'll shovel it in, wheel it out, dump it, and we're good.
And you do this every day.
Mm-hmm. Most every day.
And you want to keep doing this every day.
It's my routine.
Shoveling shit.
Someone's got to do it.
Like that I'm making him do it.
That isn't the first time you told me
Shovel
that.
faster.
Oh, yeah?
Vietnam.
Yeah.
You know, I did some digging on you. Personally, not the shit kind. Know what I found?
I reckon you'll tell me.
You went back. What happened that day in the valley?
You saw the report. I'm not going to talk about it.
Come on.
No.
Suit yourself. But you got a medal. You didn't have to go back. Had a wife and kid here. In a time where most of us were trying to figure out how to stay home. You went back.
You going somewhere with this?
Think it'd be fun if you told me why? While we're shoveling shit?
I was recon. You know that, I reckon. Was in the hospital, staring at the ceiling. Magazines next to me on the bed. And I had this, moment. A moment of clarity.
Revelation.
Uh-huh. And the revelation was this. Them protesters weren't doing a damn thing. The hippies and the bands weren't changing anything. You know who was?
The Vietnamese? The Russians?
No. The news. You hit someone hard enough day in, day out with the realities of war, pretty soon they'll tire of it. Vietnam, that was our first time that close to war. So, I figured,
You figured.
you ain't the only one of us who's killed people.
I think I offered you that job back in 74.
Turned it down for the same reason I went back. They were telling us our patriotic duty was to go and fight for our country. Well, that's what I did.
You weren't recon when you went back, though.
Went back with a camera. Talked them into letting me help with the press, keeping them safe and all that. So I did. And I took pictures. Took all the pictures I could. I fought in a different way.
Sheesh. Where are we taking this thing? Oh.
We pulled out a Nam, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. And now you're here. Great big war hero. Shuffling shit.
Listen.
Shoveling shit.
Milk the goats and feed the horses. I want to go milk these goats. I've never milked goats before. I've milked cows. I feel like it would be roughly the same application, but smaller. They're so cute. Goats are nasty, though. Like, I like them because look at how cute they are. They're adorable and perfect. But if they are like, they're scamps. Every single one of them. They have nothing but mischief on their mind. The goat.
You know, back home they call you the pig farmer.
That description is apt.
And yet, you also have goats.
I do also have goats. And a horse. And I had a dog. Tried cows once. Bill raised a newt or something, but, well, it died.
Well, most people have, I don't know, chickens and cows. You got goats.
Is that, judgment I hear?
No judgment, no. Just wondering, why goats?
Goat milk.
There can't be much profit in that.
Well, there's enough. Besides, I had you.
Have. You still have.
As I've said, I'm no longer interested in that particular revenue stream.
We're the ones who sever ties. And you don't want us severing ties.
I believe I made myself clear.
You know, I feel like we've had this conversation a couple of times now, and you still don't seem to get that I'm done with this line is just going to look really silly at the end of the day.
You were asking me about goats.
Yeah, goats.
I like them. They like to play. They'll eat just about anything. The milk's an acquired taste, but I've always liked the cheese. Meat's good with the right curry. A friend taught me that a while back.
So, you like them for the utility?
I like them because they're playful. Want to get started?
Started?
Milking.
Oh, hey, really? I've always wanted to try that.
Well, here's your chance. My goats are smart. They know what's up, so they'll just walk up. Here they are. Come on. Now they'll just take their positions here like they should. Got feed all ready for them. Just you take a seat there.
Not very comfortable.
Suppose not. Well, now that we're seated, all you gotta do is grab the teat with your thumb and forefinger.
And pull?
No, don't pull. Just sort of rhythmically squeeze with the rest of your fingers. Gently pushing the milk out.
Like this?
Just like that, yes. All you gotta do is do that till the goat's out of milk.
Huh. This is kind of nice.
I found it relaxing.
Well, I think I could get used to this.
Why don't you?
Say
The
what?
way they're
Why
looking
not
at
get
me.
used to this?
What, and come work with you?
Sure.
Yeah, some folks might take issue with that.
Well, can't make everybody happy. Better than ending up shot.
Hey!
Oh, gun down. Life over just like that.
I usually get to shoot back.
Well, we all wind up dead in the end, don't we?
I'd rather live as long as possible.
What good is that?
Living?
What good is living if you ain't happy?
Who says I'm not happy?
I'm not.
You could be.
I don't think I could.
I just love how they both keep looking at me.
That does it for the goats.
Still, thinking about what I've been saying?
I haven't stopped.
Changed your mind?
No. No, I have not.
Feed the horse. You hit him with goat milk. It's a weird looking dog. Is it easy? It's like, I mean, I think it kind of depends on a couple of factors. Like, if the cow's been milked recently versus hasn't been milked recently and all that. But it's not that hard. It's just kind of like a weird... It's like he said, you know, it's not like in cartoons where you just grab it and pull. You really do gotta have some, like, finesse. Also in order to not piss off the animal. Have them be like, why the fuck are you doing? What are you doing down there? Yeah, cows aren't that bad. But it's still better to have them like, this is fine, rather than this is slightly miserable. A lot of the places, I actually went through a phase. So we have a bunch of fairs. I'm just gonna take a drink real quick. We have a bunch of fairs where I'm from, and they have stuff like cow exhibits and I mean it takes place on a farm, and so they're like milking cows in real time. But this was like they use the what are they called? The like mechanical, where you put the tube, you put like 4 tubes over the cow's udders, and it just basically sucks the milk out, and you can see it going through a tube back into like the quad sucker, yeah, like back into like the big vat of milk. But because of the way that the tubes were older, like they're obviously sterile, and obviously they also, you know, pasteurize milk and stuff like that. So it's it doesn't come out of the cow like ready to go. But the way that the tubes were like kind of older, they'd yellowed a little bit just because of the material that they were made out of. But to me, like a 7 or 8-year-old who had no grasp that, you know, the color I'm seeing is not the color of the thing in the tube, I just immediately was like, milk is yellow when it comes out of the cows. And I pointed it out to my parents, and they were like, that's not. And I was like, I'm never drinking milk again. And I didn't drink it for like a month. And then they were like, you're stunting your growth. Drink the damn milk. My preschool filled a latex glove with milk, taped it to a cutout of a cow, poked tiny holes in it, and told us that's what milking a cow feels like. What the f- What was the point of that? Horse.
Don't you own a tractor?
What's that got to do with anything?
What's that got to do with anything?
Well, pigs I get. Goats too. Some fellas have chickens and cows. That's all well and good,
boy.
but
Look at those legs.
what's the point of a horse?
Horses. They're God's most beautiful creatures.
He's correct.
What, you just keep a horse around because they're
It looks
beautiful?
kind of like a
Horses
donkey, though.
belong on farms.
Uh-huh. You know, you haven't got a saddle for them, so you don't ride them. There's no racehorse. Can't eat him. What's the point?
I don't see the point in a farm without a horse. Gotta have a horse.
And what's this about them being beautiful? Beautiful, really. Beautiful, he says. Spindly legs and bloated bellies and those weird teeth. Sleep standing up. Who sleeps standing up? Something wrong with that. Aren't you going to say something?
Shh. One day maybe this fella will understand. There you go. There you go.
To me, I mean.
I keep apples here 'cause he likes them. Likes the salt lick, too. Want to feed him one?
Nah, I'm good.
I used to, Ooh.
Suit yourself.
Here you go,
All
boy.
right, here you go, boy. No, I gotta get going. Why don't you walk on out to pasture, rest a spell?
Horses give me the willies.
Can't
Why?
say
When I used to like go take the horses out to clean their stalls, the tree. I would bring carrots and apples with me.
You know
and
what this
They
is?
got used to it, and they would
tree?
all just like
Well, you ever seen a tree
charge the
like
door to get at me when they saw me
A
coming.
tree's a tree.
it? Remember all them roasted chestnuts at Christmas?
Ooh.
Sure. I mean, I kind of figured. Been by often enough to see the chestnuts myself. Why? Is it special to you?
This is an American chestnut tree.
Oh, hey, Saul. He's telling us about his American chestnut tree.
American, huh? Thought they all died.
What?
You remembered.
Pays to remember things.
Like the American chestnut.
I'm a little lost here.
Oh, a couple weeks back, Saul came by, said you couldn't make it. Business as usual. Saw I had a bucket of chestnuts, asked if pigs could eat them, so we got to talking, and I told him about chestnuts.
Uh-huh. And what did you learn?
Pork tastes better with chestnuts. And most American chestnuts had died off.
It's true. Long before you or I was born, the American chestnut was prized for the quality of its wood.
Jimmy'd like that.
Oh, that he would, that he would. But this tree, there ain't many like it left. American chestnuts almost all died out because of the Asian fungus around 1900 or so. The chestnut blight.
That's what, like a couple 100,000 trees?
Oh, billions.
Chestnut
4
blight.
billion trees snuffed out practically overnight. Well, lumberjacks suddenly out of work in places like West Virginia. Those economies never recovered.
I thought West Virginia was coal country.
Logging, too, before it all died off. Now there's trees like the General here making nuts year-round.
General.
And I feed them to the reds, and they grow nice and fat and tasty.
Seems lonely.
It is lonely. Heartbreakingly lonely. To know everyone else you ever loved has passed on. So, I look after him, and he looks after me. And I don't know. Sadie and I, we talked about being buried here, you know.
Changed your mind?
Brody's grave was enough for me. But, I don't know. I thought about having him moved. I don't know.
You've got plenty of years left in you yet. So, what's the moral of the story? With the trees, I mean.
Be wary of outsiders.
Heck no. There are trees out there that are blight resistant. Maybe even the General here, but I'm too afraid to find out. With enough time and horticultural understanding, we could have done something.
Preserved all these trees?
Maybe we could have. They are magnificent. It's just I don't know. I wasn't trying to teach you a lesson or anything.
But you did make a point of it.
I did do that. It's a part of me is all. And God willing to live for 100 more years. I don't know. I see myself as a custodian of sorts. And one day
Saul, go ahead and wait for me at the van. Hey. Look at me. You're thinking about dying, thinking you could pass this responsibility off to someone else. You don't have to do this. Give the tree another decade of your time.
Well, the time of my demise is sight. Someone ought to know about the tree.
Jimmy'd love to know about this.
Oh, Jimmy would cut it down.
He would.
Please. Don't tell him.
Hey, I'm good at keeping secrets, but Jimmy's Jimmy.
Please. Let me rest here. And if there's a way to... Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Hey, you got more to show me, right?
Oh, God. Hello. The way.
The garage, huh?
No tour would be complete without the garage.
I have to ask, why a sports truck?
I think they're called coupe utility, but,
Coop
I mean, why
utility.
not a sports car?
Yeah, I mean, I always figured you'd have a midlife crisis like the rest of us. Sports car, motorcycle, an affair, something like that.
Couldn't really say why I love these so much. Saw mine one day, fell in love.
With that,
Mm-hmm. Had to bring her home with me.
I'll admit, it has a charm to it.
But she won't run.
No? Well, pop the hood. Let's take a look.
You're serious?
Fix a car.
Sure, already had my midlife crisis.
Motorcycle?
Sports car. And these puppies, well, you know, they're similar enough. Some of them even use the same engine. We can figure this out.
All right.
The driver's side door. Boop.
Now, let's see here. Can you get me that drop light? My eyes aren't what they were.
The hood. Like,
Yep, sure thing.
woo!
Thank you.
Saul's a good kid.
What's that?
Saul was a good kid. I like him. It was nice him coming by.
Yeah? That's good to hear. Never met anyone with so much promise
Never?
in my entire life. Saul's dad was a good man. Didn't think his kid had it. As a boy, he was too soft. But then he got older, graduated college, really came into his own. Eager, more capable than he knows.
Great listener.
Can you believe we were his age once?
Hard to admit.
When I was young, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah? And now?
Today, I learned from you and him about chestnuts.
Well, learn something new every day, I suppose. You check the spark plugs?
Give me a second. What about your boy?
Bill? Oh, he's fine, I guess.
You guess. How old is he again?
Born in 60, so, 32 as of September.
Huh. Roy would have been about his age.
Yeah?
Wow. What's this about you and Bill?
Oh, he don't want to talk to me no more.
What? Bill? Tow-headed little guy? Always friendly and outgoing? That Bill?
It's about Sadie.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hey, mind if I ask you a completely unrelated question? What's with the airplanes at your neighbor's place?
Oh, Chuck's farm?
Chuck? Huh. Yeah, what's with all the planes? There's no runway around here.
You know how farmers are. Hey, have you checked the air filter?
Yeah. And yeah, I know how you are. You got plenty of junk too, but I've never seen anyone else with, what are they, World War II bombers or something?
I think he has a B-36.
No kidding.
You got no idea what a B-36 is, have you?
Have the foggiest.
Well, a B-36 is a big old bomber made out of magnesium. Biggest America ever had. Took 2 train tankers to fill one up. And you could fly from Monday to Thursday without refueling.
So why does Chuck have one in his backyard, plus all the others?
Asked him about that once.
Okay. Wire's loose here.
Where?
Right there. So, what'd he say?
Oh, dead navigator came to him in a dream.
What?
Dead navigator from the Korean War came to him in a dream, said the planes were in danger of being lost, and it was up to Chuck to save them.
So, Chuck's crazy.
So
Well,
Chuck's
eccentric,
crazy.
But, well, do you believe in ghosts?
If I did, I'd have a different job. Why, do you?
Well, I figure we all move on in some way. Energy is neither created nor lost and all that.
So you're saying a dead navigator came to a farmer in the middle of nowhere, no offense, and told him that it was his job to preserve airplanes?
Yep.
I don't see what's
So
weird
now
about
there's
that.
a bunch of planes on a crazy coots farm.
And he keeps them safe. Can you think of a better place for him to be?
Well, want to try running it?
Sure.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Looks like she'll give you a few more years yet. Yeah. Remember Slick?
Sure.
He always wanted one of these.
Where is he now?
Fighting Saddam. Jimmy tried to find out. Classified, I heard.
Good kid.
Angry.
Well, maybe when he gets back.
Thinking of giving him the car is what? Thanks for his service?
I never wanted to be thanked for mine, but that boy's seen more hurt than any of us. Deserves better than that old Pinto is.
Yeah. Well, where to next?
Just guys being friends, threat of murder aside, how can I just take him out?
Shotguns, huh?
Leave
I always
me.
liked shotguns.
Liked?
Still do.
I like revolvers myself, when it's for sport.
Got a few of those.
Oh yeah? What's your favorite?
Them big slab-sided ones. They have a charisma. What about you?
Nothing special, really. 357s when I can. But this is a shotgun.
Yep. Figured we could shoot some skeet. Always liked shooting skeet. Taught Bill to shoot this way.
You're a good father.
Could have been better.
Name a father that couldn't. So, how do we do this? Who's going first?
You can go first.
Give him the shotgun. Oh, I will. Don't kill me. How do I give him the shot? Oh.
All right, then. This is more my speed. Hanging out, shooting guns. Maybe a few beers next time.
I'm not sure guns and beers mix, friend.
Oh, sure they do. Like peanut butter and very dangerous chocolate. Next time. Trust me, next time.
And there isn't gonna be a next time.
Unless.
Oh, there's always a next time.
This is it. After today, we are done.
I've tried to tell you. I keep trying to tell you. There is no out. There is no done. You keep doing this. Or you never do anything again. It's permanent. Kaput.
And it's kaput.
You don't mean it.
If that's the way it's gotta be.
You have a choice.
You haven't listened to a word I've said.
I've been listening. I've been listening all morning. I've been listening to you talk about being sad and lonely and refusing to listen to reason.
I have my reasons,
Your reasons aren't any good.
but they're mine.
Walk me to my car.
Are we gonna shoot Skeet? Oh.
So, this is it then.
It is.
Why? Why are you doing this?
Because I need to.
We're friends, goddammit. You don't get to get all stoic on me. I know losing her was hard, but there's gotta be something. Gotta be.
I can't take care of the farm like I used to. There isn't much point anymore.
So sell the farm. Move into the city. Meet someone new.
Do you believe in hell?
What?
Do you believe in hell?
I'm not scared of hell, if that's what you mean.
I didn't ask if you were scared. I asked if you believe.
I don't know.
Well, I do. And I think doing this, I think that's where I'm headed.
And why? You think you can buy your way into heaven?
I can't take back what I've done. What I can do is do something right.
Why?
Because I want to see her again. That's all. I just want to see her again. And I figure I'll do one right thing with my life, just one thing. Maybe I'll get to see her again. One more time.
And this is your one right thing.
It is.
How do you know? How do you know if any of this is true?
I don't know. But I got the notion and the notion's got me. So, least I can do is tell you adios.
Just like that.
What else is there to say?
Not much, I guess.
No.
All right, then. Have it your way. I'll be back this evening. You get an afternoon. Do whatever you gotta do. Just, leave the door unlocked.
I can do that.
Adios, friendo.
Be seeing ya.
I get an afternoon to hang out, and then he's just gonna come back and murk me? What does that say? Can't read. What can I touch? I feel like he's gonna be like standing outside the door. Standing outside a window or something. Yeah, can I Home Alone this? Can I set some traps? Prolong my life? Ground Control. That's an amazing name for a coffee. Slap Soap. Beans! Moon Salt. Isn't that a drug in Skyrim? What else we got? Meat product. More beans. Oh, green beans. Eat. Moon sugar. That's right, that's right. Prudent leaf. Beans! And tuna. And oh, we got corn? I'm a corn man. Royal corn. Got that fancy corn. Wait, what did that say? Cornies. Make some bad coffee. Turn on the water. Oh. I didn't mean it. How do I turn it off now? There you go. Kansas. This drives me crazy. Burn your damn candles. They smell nice. The raincoat killer regalia. Ooh, the cellar. Go fishing. What about all this though? This feels like I could convincingly. This is the last thing that man's gonna see when he comes for me. This feels like I could convincingly, stage a little bit of a home defense. As I was rotating this and I saw the reflections, like there, when I saw the reflection getting kicked in, I was like, oh god, I need to be careful about how I turn this so that I don't get my reflection on camera. So I can go fishing. Get these slug master. I feel like he has adequate stuff in here. Obsec unparalleled. Can I know what book she was reading? It looks like Milady's reading corner. Oh no. Urn. So it looks like I can go fishing downstairs. Applin, thank you for the bits. Got a grand piano. Why am I so talented? Oh, it's a is that a Bible? Yeah, sorry, Tits is broken because they just updated it and it's not playing nice. So I'm waiting for them to fix. Yeah, I want to explore the house. If I go fishing, will that like use up the rest of my day? Because I'd like to fish, but I also don't want to like miss out on anything. Scotty Records. Oh. New Gravity. Dwellers of the Deep. Now that's a little bit more. That's. There we go. Oh, look at this big. Look at this radio. Ooh, what's this? Is this playing at the wrong RPM? It sounds like it is. Not that I can play this interesting story development. It's not that I can play. I feel like I heard that song in something recently. I feel like I always I always feel like it's. I feel like I heard it in like BioShock or something. Let me go get some batteries. Yeah, like wasn't that song in BioShock? I feel like it was in something like steampunky and scary. I don't know if it was necessarily BioShock. Ugh. Ow. Maybe in an ad? Yeah, hold on, let me. Maybe it was. Maybe it was in an ad. 1 second, just put the batteries in. I want to make sure it's not going to pop up my profile. Shoop. There's any button on. There we go. The evil within. Yeah. I knew it was something steampunky and scary. The evil within. I mean, I'd say the evil within is more like the barbed wire factory's business is flourishing than steampunky, but I'll allow it in the same. in the in the same subgenre. Tapes too. Red and Silent Skulls? Is that what this is? Oh, there's another one over here. Saint's Bell. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is I heard it was from the movie and I heard it and I had the same thought. I was like, what game is this from? It's like a spooky steampunky game. And I remember this song from It Is the Evil Within. Yeah, this is the one where I'm like, why listen to it here when I could play it myself? In the fell out. Oh, there's another one over here. The Fools. Sick. Can I go do an ollie outside? Like I've just left records all over the floor. Hashtag blessed. Soap! They got a bathtub and a shower separate from each other. Wow, fancy. Fancy, fancy. So you can bathe Japanese style. Got the toothpaste. Smedleys. Take my weight. No. Got some spare change. Sewing machine. I feel like sewing machines have gotten, this is probably like I'm the only person who cares about this, but like when I used to sew a lot, I used my mom's like really old sewing machine, but I've seen like newer sewing machines in the store sometimes when I'm at like Michael's or anything like that, because I wanna because I'm there for like picking up other sort of crafty goods. And I've seen like the sewing machines there, and sewing machines are crazy now. Like you can automate so much stuff. I feel like they're so, what's the word? They're so advanced. It's like they do this. I mean, sewing machines have always done the sewing for you because that's kind of the point. But like, I feel like even more, they just like They're like, don't worry about it. I can do crazy stitches. I will measure it for you. That's like one thing I would really like someday when I have more space. I'd really love like one of those brand spanking new crazy sewing machines just so that I could make dumb stuff. Just make dumb stuff that will only please me. As per usual. Sewing machines are now computers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that scared me. I keep feeling I'm gonna open the door and he's gonna be standing outside and it's gonna scare me. View. Oh, so he does camera. I guess he did say earlier he was like developing pictures you took yourself or whatever. So he's a camera guy. Owner. Oh, he has like the nice lights and everything. He's like an actual professional. The red light rooms. Oh yeah, I did take pictures back in Nam, that's right. I went through here. I think I explored the downstairs. I did go into the cellar. Let me go fish. Let me go fish. Go fishing. Catch Admiral? Do I have a fishing nemesis? A rival fish? I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to tell when I've caught something. Is that it? Son of a bitch.
Come on.
Woohoo!
Ooh, nice catch.
Got a catfish. Catch Admiral this time.
Come on.
Come on.
Nice catch.
Woohoo! He's a big boy. Catch admirable. Catch Admiral. Maybe the next bite.
Come on.
I lied. Tension. There we go. I'm gonna rid this entire pond of catfish before I catch Admirable. I can't say his name.
Come on.
Come on. We gotta go fishing with dynamite.
Oh, do not do that.
Son of a bitch! That was loud enough for the kids upstairs to hear.
Come on.
I think. I need to stop. I need to start considering the time and the location.
Nice catch.
Surely now. Yeah, yesterday I was playing Gundam Evolution, and I usually swap between like Dom Trooper and Methus when I'm playing, sort of depending on whether I want to like be more aggro or be a little bit more defensive. Oh, I got him! He's big! Holy moly!
Nice catch.
check on the house, call the boy, call the neighbor. Master Commander. Now that's a cat. But yeah, so I was playing, I usually play Dom Trooper and Methus, but I just decided randomly, I was like, I think I'm gonna like play some Gun Tank today because I want to try getting better at Gun Tank. And I don't know why, but playing Gun Tank awakens something primal in me where I just get like really feral, and I kind of, the way I play Gun Tank is as if like every part of his body was covered in knives. And so I was just sort of flying around, and whenever I would pull off a really sick play and then just get blasted right at the end, I would just reflexively scream, "Fuck your mother, fuck your mother." And then I realized that the kids upstairs could definitely hear me, and I was like, oh god. That's gonna be the first words they say. I'm so sorry, except I'm not sorry at all. Your parents suck ass. Maple becomes a real gamer. I've always been a real gamer. You gotta learn someday, yeah, and I'm gonna ensure that day is today. A lot of junk out here. Clean this up. Clean this up, son. I know we've apparently given up on life, but... Oh yeah, I want to go out to the storm shelter. Where was that? Oh, it was this way, right? A house. I know we've given up on life, but that doesn't mean we can't not give up on cleanliness. Oh, there's a scarecrow. Now that I know what this farm is used for, that's kind of ominous, though. Maple's gonna fuck someone's mom. No, not me. Gun Tank is. I have nothing to do with it. Woo! Oh, was I supposed to be doing that when we were standing here with the gun? Would he have actually shot? If I'd actually used the launcher instead of just getting mad and flinging the gun at my feet? If I got a gun out here I can use? Probably too hard to pull it myself. Yes! Oh no! I got too into it. I got too into listening to him talk. Quash. Yeah, let me in! I'm gonna live out the rest of my natural life on beans in here. My house. Can I take the car for a drive? Just a nice country drive. So I have to check on the horse, and then I have to call. There's two people who wants me to call. The boy, which I'm assuming is my son, and the neighbor, which I don't know who that is. The horse, part 2.
All righty. Come on now. Come on now. That's a good boy. Brung you an apple. Granny Smith, just like you like. Good boy. Good boy. You've been real good to me. You know that? Mm-hmm. Brought me a lot of good luck. Good times. Without you, I don't, well, I do not know. I want to thank you. I want to thank you for all you done. Gonna go ahead and leave the barn door open behind me when I go. You want to leave, you go find someone else. I figure I'll just, I'll leave you to it.
Wait, I have another apple. Yes! Come on, man. He needs these apples. Especially if you're gonna leave him all by his lonesome. Preempting us. There you go. That's 5 for you. Hours. He's gonna leave the barn door open. I don't care. You can eat those apples I left for you? No? Okay. Well, to call the boy and to call the neighbor, I'm presuming. I'm presuming that I gotta go inside to use the phone. Welcome to the next 4 hours where Maple crashes her PC on apples alone. Where's the phone at? Did I see a phone when I was in here before? Oh, there it is. Hello, phone. Bill and Edith. Call the boy. I almost said catch the boy. Call the boy and call the neighbor. Oh god. Do I have to read that? Oh thank god.
Come on, pick up.
The boy!
Please pick up.
Dad?
Bill, well, now how'd you know it was me?
Caller ID.
I don't know what that is.
It's new. Tells me who's calling.
Huh, that's some real fancy stuff you got there.
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm busy. Why are you calling?
Oh no, the grayed out options. Please don't hate me, because this is the last time we'll ever get to speak. I can't say those.
Well, just, hadn't talked in a while.
And whose fault is that?
I never. I'm in the way. Sorry. It says I never should have let her go.
Can't we talk?
What is there to say? Hi, son. How are the grandkids?
Well, how are they?
Oh, by the way, I put your mom in a rest home so I could stay there and take care of my goats and my pigs and my stupid horse. Because God forbid, I actually look after my sick wife.
That's not fair.
You put her in a home. You decided she wasn't good enough for you, and you put her in a home.
The grayed out option says she was getting forgetful if they found out. Oh, so like, yeah, if the mob, I guess, found out that she was getting forgetful, maybe had dementia, and she would be maybe a liability or a risk. Oh no.
I didn't know what to do. The doctors there, they would.
How hard could it be? Alzheimer's isn't some terrifying boogeyman. Wasn't it you who told me to stay with the ones you love, no matter what? So, what? You didn't love her anymore?
Oh god. She was scared of me, Bill. She couldn't remember who I was, and one day she woke up and she looked at me and she screamed.
Don't you dare.
You gave her up. You gave her up to doctors and nurses. You know what they do to people in homes?
What else could I have done? What else? I took care of her until I couldn't anymore.
It was the best home money could buy.
Money. You and your damn money. Cared more about being a rich pig farmer than the people you were supposed to love.
How do you think I made all that money, Bill? No such thing as a rich pig farmer. At least not in the meat. Oh, God.
Hey, I loved you both. I did everything for you, everything.
Yeah, right.
Bill, I didn't want this call to...
You wanted to put my mom in a home. So I'm not sure what you want matters.
Bill, I just called to say...
Say what? Sorry? Did you know I visited her? I found out where you put her, and I visited her.
Please don't say she talked. They're listening. Please don't say she talked. Oh, God.
They said you visited sometimes.
She was my wife, Bill.
She cried, Dad. She cried. She wept and she sobbed and she kept asking me where you were. She was so scared, Dad. She was so scared. She wanted you to take her home.
The doctor said sometimes she was lucid, but I couldn't.
She was lucid, Dad. And I held her hand as she sobbed herself to sleep. And I kept holding her hand until they told me I had to go. Where were you? Taking care of your precious chestnuts? Feeding your heritage breed pigs?
No, Bill,
Save it. Talk to your goats or your pigs or whatever it is you do.
I love you, Bill. I love you more than I can ever say. If I could tell you, if I could only tell you. Oh, no. Yeah, he can't tell him because they're listening, and then they would go kill Bill. Kill Bill.
I just wanted to tell you goodbye, Bill. I've got some of your stuff all boxed up. If you wouldn't mind coming by in a few days to pick it up.
We'll see.
Goodbye, son.
You'll never make this right, Dad.
I'm still trying.
Sheesh! Now I just gotta call the neighbor, I guess.
Hello?
Hey, Edie, it's...
Oh, hey, you. How are you doing? You know, I was just talking about you with Garth the other day. I said, Garth, you know, we ought to visit.
Edie, listen, I don't mean to interrupt. It's just, I'm on a tight schedule, and I need you to do me a favor, all right?
A favor? Sure. What you need?
I'm going to be out of town for a few days.
Oh? Finally taking my advice and visiting family?
I won't be coming back is the grayed out option.
I was wondering if you and Garth could make sure the animals were fed and watered, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, sure. We ain't got much going on.
Thanks, Edie. Listen,
Evan, what are you doing? Get down from there. Sorry, cats.
Me?
Anyway, what were you saying?
Goodbye. I was saying goodbye is the grayed out option. Would you mind taking care of the animals?
yeah, the animals. I got them fed and watered for today. They should be good for tomorrow, too. But if it's too much of an imposition...
Not at all. We're happy to be imposed upon. You've been a good neighbor for so long. I'm glad you called me today. In fact, just the other day, I said to Garth, I said, if we don't visit, then we should host. Reach out, say hello, put together a little neighborly get-together. And you know what he said? He said, well, Edie, if we did that, we'd just... Oh, you know what? Let me go get him for you. It's better when he tells it. Garth? Yes, he's on the line. Your favorite neighbor? Come say hello. What do you mean you don't want to talk? But he could use another friendly voice right now. And it's been so long since... I'm sorry. Garth's out working. Now, what was I saying again? Oh, right, the get-together. I was thinking I'd make my famous roast with potatoes and carrots. Have I made you my carrots? I don't like to toot my own horn, but you are in for a treat the way I do them. Oh, but maybe if you were coming over, I should do a pork roast. I think I still have some of your pork from Easter in the freezer. I'll have to take a little look. Nobody raises pigs like you do, I swear. Though now that I think of it, I guess we might not be able to have the get-together for a while if you're going out of town. Evan, I told you to get down from there. Judas Priest, you're going to give me a heart attack one of these days. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's the least we can do to help out while you're away. Your animals are safe with us. And if there's anything else we can do to help, you just let us know.
There's so many things I wish I could say. I'm gonna miss you, Edie, are the two grayed out ones.
Thank you, Edie.
Hey, you should drop on by next Saturday afternoon. We're going out to the Harvest Festival with the grandkids, and I know how lonely it's been, what with Sadie gone and all. You should come with.
Well, I appreciate the thought, Edie. I don't think I'll be back in town by then, though. Sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. It's been real nice seeing you coming back to church again.
Oh, it's been real nice being welcomed back. But now I gotta go. Chores and such. You know how it is.
Oh, I sure do. Well, come on over sometime. Just got some gooseberries in. We're making pies, and we'd love to have you. I know they're your favorite.
That they are. Gotta go now.
See ya.
That was the last thing on my to-do list. Oh no. Oh, the dog.
Hey, Brody. How you
Brody.
been? I know I don't drop by as much as I ought. I ain't got an excuse. I still remember when I picked you up. Bill hadn't been himself lately, and I wanted him to, I wanted him to smile again. Oh, he saw you and I could see that spark in his eyes. The boy was still mad at me, though, and I guess he had a right to be. But you he loved. And then I think he came around on me, too, for a time.
At the grave or listen to the wind.
Good boy. Good boy. You want to know something, Brody? I always believe dogs go to heaven.
All dogs go to heaven.
All dogs is fundamentally good. Even the mean ones, they're good too. They're just, hurt or starving or, sick or scared. So, I know where you are. And I know Sadie's probably with you right now. I done wrong, Brody. I done a lot of wrong. And I don't know if I can make up for it. I want to tell you I'll see you soon, but the truth is I do not know. I don't know if I was good enough for you. Or her. I don't know if I did my best. So, this may be goodbye. I love you. And I miss you all the same.
Sadie's. I think she died in the house. Not in my house, but in the house he put her in. Get the shotgun from the cellar and cook a meal. Oh, he's making the curry. Making the curry he talked about. What do I need? Shotgun. Oh. Did I already get it? Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. A shoddy with a body. Place the shotgun at the dining room table setting. make a few different things or reheat Taco Bell. We hit the 2-hour mark. I feel like we're at the end of the game though, so it's okay. I'll finish. Wait, where do I place it? At the dining room table. Oh dear. And cook a meal. Okay, so I need steak. I assume that's a meat product. I just assumed. Oh, here we go. I just assumed that I would have to, like, make the stuff. Get the knife? Oh, nice. Oops. I'm not sure steak comes in cans. What are you talking about? Hold on. Damn. Maple's in-game cooking skill seems to equal her real-life cooking. That's true. I'm really good at cooking, Mama, for what it's worth. I don't know if it's worth anything. Okay, so I guess the steak doesn't come in the can. Oh, here we go. Here's some steak. I need... Oh, I get to choose what I make. Oh, I'm gonna make the curry. I need steak, chop, cook, stock. What is stock? Like stock footage? Oh, fuck. I need to cut it. Whoa! I like how haunted this knife is. Cook the steak. What soup is made from? Do you mean water? I like medium rare. That's going. Stop. Where can I put my steak bits? Steak, cook, curry powder, any. Where's the stock? I just left this open. What's bag? Oh, taco. Taco Baco. Peas. Is that stock? There we go. Oh, the spice levels. Stock in there, curry powder, any. Well, given the situation, I'm gonna go with death curry. Potato chop. Two potatoes. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. 5, fuck! 5 potato, 6 potato, 7 potato, no! 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 Fuck! Where the fuck did it go? Trying not to anger the knife. Wait, oh, there we go. Do I have to cook the potatoes first? No, just hit it with the chop and then put it in. This is Home Alone, but Kevin's an old man. I feel like every time I put the knife down, it has like stronger physics attached to it, and I don't know how that's happening. What the fuck? That was 2 potatoes. I need 4 carrots. I've always wanted to play Cooking Simulator. I own it for the Switch. And I've always enjoyed watching VTubers play it. Um, ugh. But I don't know if they give you like goals or if you just get to choose what you make. I don't know how the game works. So I don't know what the gameplay loop is like per se. Do not play the Switch version, it's horrendous. My computer's ability to run two things at the same time is horrendous. And then an onion. Oh no, we're gonna get the tears. These onion tears, bro. You gotta cut it under the running faucet. That should be it, right? Start the kitchen timer. Where's the timer? Oh, that boy. Ooh, this is good looking curry. I like that I'm all strapped up and ready to go. Like, I'm confused though, because I was like, do what you gotta. I don't care if I die. And then I'm like, I will sit at dinner with a shotgun though. I will be strapped when you show up. If I'm going down, I'm taking all y'all with me. Did I not get a fork? Oh. Spicy. Hear him talking. Can I move? Adios. Oh, make his friend feel less bad about Edie as herself. Make his friend feel less bad about killing him. This way at least looks like he can defend himself. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, gotcha. These pig noises? Yeah, I assume. I assume that's where I am, maybe. Good ASMR material, no! That's it! Sheesh! Well, there I am. Little did I know that the opening screen was... Wait, is there... Oh no, it's a goat. Was my fate. Oink, Dio. Sheesh! Well... Full playthrough pig chow, any percent run. Man. Man, didn't even get like a nice goodbye with his son. His son was just like, "Fuck off, Dad." Oh. I wonder if you can like enhance the voices at the end, the like muffled talking between the mob guys, and hear what they're discussing. If they're like, "Let's do this," or if that guy is like trying to argue against it. I wonder if you can like hear. You can hear that. I did make a lovely curry. I'm such a good cook. I'm such a good cook. The knife didn't bounce all around the room 100 times. I didn't drop all of the potatoes behind a bar stool. You unlock other options for choices on new playthroughs now. I don't know. Oh yeah, I learned what stock is. That it's the alternative to what soup is made out of, the alternative to water. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's only one ending, because I feel like if there was gonna be more than one ending, there would have been like, I don't know, choices that felt more branching, and I feel like sitting at the dining table with a shotgun is a pretty strong choice. Stock is what makes soup soup and not a veggie smoothie. Water is what makes soup soup. Well, what's stock made out of? Water. Checkmate, atheists. The farmer was in Bug Snacks? Was he the farmer in Bug Snacks? Was he oh god, what's his name? Oh, I'm gonna feel so stupid. He's the guy that's like, "You gotta go get that bunger," like Cromdo? Gramble! Wait, oh, he was Cromdo? He wasn't Gramble? Wasn't Cromdo like the con man? Wasn't Cromdo the guy who was like, I'm gonna sell you a bridge or whatever. I would have thought if he was in Bug Snacks, he would have been Gramble. Like, my wife has left me because she loves the archaeology more than my sauces. She likes the archaeology more than my chocolate plates. I'm gonna do violence to you. I love Bug Snacks. I would like to complete my what was it called? I don't think it was called the Bugopedia. It was called something like that though. I would like to complete my bug decks. My snacksopedia. Snacker pass. Oh my god, yeah, I still need to do that. I love Bug Snacks. I noticed what was it? I noticed that that they're making Bunger plushes now. I'm sure that's not news to anybody, but I'm old, so it's news to me. I just like, but now I'm just sitting here thinking about Bug Snacks with this very grim imagery in front of me. Steal one. Let's see. I think a Bunger plush is one of the few things that I had on my throne that I've never, like, put up. I was just like, oh yeah, I'd love a Bunger plush. I don't know what else to get. I did log in though, because I was like, maybe I should like actually update that. And I saw that somebody had made like 1 million recommendations. to my throne page, including like the 300-pound wheel of cheese and all the other staples. So I was like, I should probably go through these eventually. Go through, decide whether or not to put the 300-pound wheel of cheese on the list. Ooh. Let's raid HOWDY. Actually, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen my Harunyan. Kuriko's wait. Are the pigs snacks in this case? The cheese guy is a sign of a VTuber. You should do a stream of allowing or denying it. Yeah, that would be fun. That would be really fun. Haruna. Yeah, I just need to go through. I'll post a link so people can make suggestions. Can make obscene suggestions. But yeah, thank you for coming to Adios, and thank you for recommending it for New Year, New Moose. I feel like I have a lot to think about now. But I'm gonna figure out my schedule for next week. I have a few things planned, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I just need to figure out like what days I'm gonna do things on. But I have a couple of things that I hope people are really excited about. So we'll see. We'll see when I finally finish my schedule, we'll see. But thank you guys so much for coming, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, or your night, or your morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are in Otsukuri. Otsumu.